Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Dave of the Shrink Wrap Radio Psychology Podcast. And I just spent the past 2 days at something called the World Fair Nano at Pier 48 in San Francisco. And it was a technology exposition. And I went as press since I write for online journal called the Age of Robots. Unaccustomed as I am to speaking on camera, a little hesitant here. I had a great time, and I've created a little video here that has a mix of interviews that I conducted, very brief interviews, and also some still photos. And I'm not some of them are sideways, and I didn't know how to fix that in iMovie, but I wanted to give you a taste of what I experienced over the past 2 days. So I hope you will enjoy this very amateur production here. Fascinating array of electronics and little building block things. And give us your name and tell us what this is all about. What's the name of the company?
So my name is Ken. I'm co-founder and CEO of Dexter Laps.
Right.
We're a smart toy company out of Denmark, and we're on a mission to help the world embrace play. So we want to help parents understand what their kids are capable of, and we want to empower children to grow to their natural potential purely by understanding how they play. So each block that we've created knows how it's moving, it knows how it's connected to its neighboring blocks, so whatever the kid is building appears on the screen. So we use the best of both worlds. So the kids are just playing, having fun, interacting with the virtual world, and as a bonus, you as a parent get a snapshot of how the kids are developing, and we help you understand what you can do to empower them better.
That sounds very exciting. What's your website address?
It's playdexter.com, playdxtr.com, and that'll get you directly to our pre-order page.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave.
Okay, I'm here with Killian Green. And
Hello.
Killian, tell us the name of your product and how it fits into the future.
Our product is the Mellow Drive. This drive unit. It's a drive unit that fits any skateboard. It mounts exactly like the normal skateboard truck on 4 holes, and turns your skateboard into a real commuting device. So this is not a toy. This is a highly engineered product. It's all developed and made in Germany. Comes with a 2-year warranty. Is entirely waterproof.
What makes it a commuting device? Is it speed or what?
The durability of the product, I would say, makes it a commuting device. So you can really rely on this product in any type of weather. You don't have to jump in the bus once a few drops of rain are falling. This is really waterproof.
Okay, the name of the product again?
It's the Mellow Drive.
The Mellow Drive. Okay.
Made by mellowboards.com.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Sure.
Are you a robot or a human?
I think I'm human. I don't. I think, therefore I'm. That's all that matters. Enough with the labels and categories already. I suppose I am supposed to look like a human. I just be me. Don't know what else to do. You think talking to a robot is new to you. Talking to a human is pretty whack for me.
Are you a woman?
Hey, what does it matter whether I'm human or a robot? I'm kind of both. I'm female.
Okay, I am here speaking with,
Tan Wei Chen.
and you are associated with UC Berkeley, I understand, and you've got here what is this, a solar-powered car?
Yes. So we're Calsoul, the UC Berkeley Solar Vehicle Team, and we design, build, test, and race fully solar-powered and fully road-legal vehicles to race in different competitions against other teams from all across the world.
Oh, how fascinating. So how have you guys done so far?
Oh, we did pretty well actually. So this picture here is of this car Zephyr from this past summer's Formula Sun Grand Prix, where we won first place.
First place, all right. And how do you see this fitting into the future? Where's the future going in relation to solar-driven cars?
So among our team, we have a variety of different views. There's a lot of our members believe that, so working firsthand with solar cars, we know a lot of the limitations of solar power, where even for a array this big, we don't get quite as much power, and so we have to be very energy efficient and therefore make a lot of compromises in that regard. Instead, so most of us don't believe that the future is entirely solar car driven, but rather the technologies that we develop while working on both solar cars can be applied to both stationary solar arrays and also to more lightweight and efficient cars in general.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, what's your name?
My name's David Crowley.
And the product is
The Ubiquity Robotics Magni.
sorry, say it again.
The Ubiquity Robotics Magni.
Okay, and what is this? What does it do? Where is it going in the future?
Well, we wanted to build robot applications quickly and easily. What we needed was a starting point, a base robot, loaded with capabilities to enable us to do all the things that we wanted to do.
Such as
building robotic cocktail waiters, such as building robotic delivery apps, such as building robotic conveyance or personal servants.
So in other words, I could use this as a platform to build my own robot-looking thing on top.
Absolutely, but we've got applications that work right out of the box. So the robot cocktail waiter looks around the room, uses body detection to find people, and then it will drive up to them and then, can serve them a drink.
Okay. Okay, I'm here looking at Pure Robotics Incorporated.
Pure Rockets.
Pure Rockets, sorry,
Yeah.
thank you. And you are,
I'm Jeff Dillon. Nice to meet you.
yes, and your role in this is what?
Yeah, so I'm the owner of this company, and I've developed this jet turbine powered drone. So the advantage is that it can fly at a very high speed, possibly 300 miles an hour,
Oh my goodness.
or pick up a very heavy payload, up to 200 pounds.
So what kinds of applications?
For
are-
search and rescue,
Oh,
yeah, and also for heavy equipment delivery, for rescue off of a oil rig platform, so search and rescue and heavy equipment.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Good luck with this product.
Thank you.
Go.
This is the Hologate. We're a location-based entertainment company. We have 102 locations worldwide.
Okay, so this is a virtual reality shooting game, shoot 'em up game.
Yeah, correct.
And what distinguishes you from all the other products out there?
We make our own software. We're, in my opinion, the largest location-based entertainment company in the world. If we have so many locations, and it's just downright fun. We have a social atmosphere, so 4 people can play at the same time. They can see, talk, and hear each other. It's really quite amazing. You should try it yourself.
I think I will. Thank you. Your name again?
Nick Risher.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Okay, please introduce yourself and tell us about your product.
Sure. My name is Robert Bigler. I'm CEO of Hoverboard Technologies, and we make the GeoBlade that we're showing here at World Fair Nano 2018.
And so how does this work? It looks like it's a one-wheel vehicle that I couldn't possibly ride.
Yeah, so we have one wheel here, and it's servo controlled so that it keeps you balanced front to back, and then you learn how to balance side to side. So
Yeah.
what we do is we bring the experience of surfing to land.
And how does one start off on it? Can you ride it?
Yeah,
Can you-
yeah.
Yeah, give us a quick little
Let me,
riding demo.
let me- I'm not going to ride the clean one, the dirty ones. So, you just put one foot on, and as soon as it feels your weight, it energizes. And then you just lean in the direction you want to go. What's unique about it is your hands free. There's no remote control or anything like that.
That looks like fun. What does one of those cost?
1,500.
$1,500. Okay, how do you see people using them?
Well, I use it all the time for last mile solution, for commuting. I take it to the train, hop on the train, put it under the seat in front of me, and come up to the city, and I've got an apartment here that I ride to. Or friends call me up and they want me to meet them at a restaurant or something, I can get there faster on this than I can finding an Uber or something like that.
Great. How would you compare it to the, what am I thinking of, the stand-up?
Oh, the Segway with the stand-up?
Yeah, the Segway.
This is nice because it's only 18 pounds. So when you get to your destination, you don't have to figure out what to do with it. You just pick it up and walk in.
Okay. Hey, thanks a lot.
Sure, my pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, tell us your name and what your company Metasonics is about.
So my name is Sri Subramanian. I am one of the co-founders of Metasonics.
Yeah.
So Metasonics is a company that uses 3D printed structures to shape and sculpt sound field for different applications. So we have some examples of applications over here, and I'll bring that over. Here are some examples of applications. So when we think about sound, sound as in audio devices of many types, we think of speakers.
Yeah.
Whereas when we think about light, so we don't just think about light sources, but we also think about lenses and mirrors and so on. We don't have such devices right now for sound. We don't have an acoustic lens or an acoustic mirror. So these are the kinds of devices that we can build, so that we can change the path of sound and we can focus the sound in a way that is meaningful for different applications. So here are some examples of the applications that we're talking about. So if you have wellness devices, so you can right now, you can buy on the market muscle stimulant devices, so which vibrate your muscles if you have a sore muscle from physiotherapy and so on. Whereas they don't focus the sound precisely. So they use ultrasonic vibrations. And so with our aftermarket product, you can focus the sound specifically to a point where it makes sense for you.
Okay, focusing sound, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, tell us your name and what your product is.
Hey David, I'm Nauman from Aero Health. We are actually a wearable to track how anxious you are. The biggest problem with people that are anxiety, right, is to manage your triggers.
Yeah.
So it just sits there and automatically tracks when you're getting anxious. When you are, it'll just vibrate so slightly and guide you through a bunch of coping mechanisms to help you sort of stay centered and stay in control.
Now, are we talking about a device here?
Yeah,
or
it's
what?
right here. I'm wearing it right now.
Oh.
Looks like that. It's on. You can go check it out at aerohealth.com, AIROHEALTH.com, and comes with an app. So, I don't know if you can see the app or not, but as you can see, these are actually my stress levels from yesterday. See, there's a red line, a green line. If it goes above the red line, means I'm stressed. And as you can see, around 2:10 yesterday, yep, it was there. And I think this was the time when I was rushing to get the train yesterday. So it was peaking up. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'll find my other card somewhere and I'll drop them off.
Okay.
Good
See you
luck.
soon then. Thanks.
Getting the phone, I'll get it set up, I'll hand it to you, getting the phone and the picture.
Smart girls.
Yes.
Tell us your name and your role in this company and what it's all about.
My name is Siri Lakovic and I'm the CMO. We are a small startup, just 4 of us, and Smart Girls was developed by a mom because she saw a need for her daughter to get herself into STEM learning. And one of the ways that she found was the most effective was creating something that was a robot that was in the form of a doll, which is what her daughter would play with.
So we see some here.
Yes.
And do I understand that the girls learn to code to control the movement of the doll on the scooter.
And the Siggy, then the scooter. So the technology is in the Siggy, which is a scooter. You can place any doll, any object on the back of it, and it's self-balancing. So you're going to see a demonstration here that Martin is doing. And he literally can use his iPhone or a tablet, Android or iOS, coded using Blockly.
So that's the coding that we put in. Okay, now we're gonna hit go.
And essentially, the girls learn how to move this doll in the way that they would want to using coding.
And how much does a setup cost?
This setup is retails for $80. Right here at the show, we're selling it for $65.
And that's for the coding and everything?
It's for everything. The app, the app comes with the robot.
I might be taking advantage of the show price.
Oh, for sure. Take advantage of the show price. We are selling them right in the on-site store there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a
great.
really good deal. And you can see a picture of the coating here on the on Martin's phone.
Yeah. I don't know how well it's going to show up. Okay, I want to thank you very much, Siri.
Thank you.
Okay, well, tell us your name, the product that you have here, what this is all about, and what your competitive edge is.
Awesome. So I'm Denon Osterman. I work at ReadyTech. And so what we have here is the world's first and currently only full recycling system for 3D printers. So you can take any waste from your 3D printer, grind it down, it has a built-in grinder, and then extrude it back into a brand new spool of filament. So you can reuse plastic over and over again. And it's awesome. You can kind of take little shredded bits of plastic, you can mix and color it so you can get different colors. They're really cool 3D prints. Completely control the type of filament you use, and of course save all your money because you can recycle all your waste, save the environment, which is really good. And we're the only guys in the world to do this right now. We have patents in our technology in Australia actually, which is really cool.
What's the long-term vision? As this technology matures, what do you see it doing?
We see the entire supply chain for plastic get replaced. So instead of always buying new plastic stuff, water bottles, etc., and then throwing it out, you can now reuse it over and over again. So
that's
you
what I was hoping
change
for
the
when I saw your sign.
ethos.
I thought,
Exactly.
oh, I could recycle.
Exactly. You can
in my
imagine
life.
kids showing up to school with a plastic bottle of water for lunch. Instead of just throwing that out or recycling it, they can now actually use it in their classroom in science in the afternoon, for instance.
Okay.
Create new things, and then reuse it over and over again, learn all that stuff. So it's really cool.
What kind of things could I make with a 3D printer?
You can make pretty much anything. So the really big uses for it right now in industry and education are rapid prototyping. So you can make new lesson plans every day. You could put atoms and molecules together one day and then remake those into a volcano to mix baking soda and vinegar, watch it explode, and then remake the next day into an engine and watch how the pistons move up and down. So it's got a lot of educational uses, and then in product design, you can remake your same product over and over again until it's actually perfect. You don't have to worry about the cost and the time it takes to go through all those iterations. But we've seen people do incredible stuff. One of the really awesome uses is prosthetic hands. So you can imagine in places where you couldn't actually afford to do that, or particularly for children and animals where the cost is usually prohibitive, this is only about $20, not $2,000. And critically, with our technology, as you grow and adapt, you can remake this and have it grow and adapt as well. You could change the use for it, so every day you have the right tool for the job, if that makes sense.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's your name and the product that I'm
Hi.
looking at here?
So I'm Benjamin, I'm from Stradio. So this product can help us identify the different kinds of objects that we scan. So basically how it works is, if I use this object and I scan an object. So let's say I scan this.
So this is doing a spectrographic analysis with this little wand.
Yes.
And they're showing me on an iPad here that it's identifying the ingredients in that pill.
Yes. So
and I see you've got shot glasses here. What are those for?
Those shot glass are for, we can test what kind of spirits that these shot glasses contain. So mainly we haven't poured yet, so we can scan for we can determine whether the spirit is Jack Daniels, whether is it legitly Jack Daniels.
So you want to verify that it's the real thing.
It's the real thing, yes.
Yeah.
Then we can verify that it's definitely Jack Daniels.
And how much does this device cost?
It costs $299.
$299.
Yeah, I can show it to you actually.
Well, this is a very interesting product. I'm not sure what it means for the future, but they assure me that this is something that the homeowner could use and enjoy. So you just tested that in fact it is Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
tell us your name and what you do.
Absolutely. My name is Vinny Johnson, and I am a research associate here at Neuroscape UCSF. And I do neuroscience.
Yeah, neuroscience. Tell us about the work you're doing in
At Neuroscape, we build and construct interactive experiences to harness brain plasticity. So we develop video games which are training modules. We develop virtual reality games. We also develop augmented reality games. And we are doing this with the hope of harnessing brain plasticity. And most of the studies in the lab right now are around the neuroscience of aging realm. So we work with older adults generally, but we also work with some clinical population, especially kids with ADHD and autism.
I see you have something here. Test your cognitive abilities, adaptive cognition,
Yes.
cognitive evaluation.
Yes, so this is what we call ACE, which is Adaptive Cognition Evaluation Tool. So it is a tool which we developed to assess your mental ability. So it is more of a neuropsychological assessment. So when older adults come into our lab to participate in all our studies, so we want to get a baseline as to where they stand in different measures. For example, we want to see how well is your working memory or how well is your attention. So ACE gives us that platform to assess all these different measures in one simple training game which we develop.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Is this for sale somewhere?
This is not for sale yet. This is something which we purely use for research purposes. But I think we have, further down the line, I think we are trying to commercialize this. But right now, it is not available on the market. It's purely for research.
There are these products out there like Lumosity, Posit Science.
Yes.
And how would you assess their value and worth for people who are trying to stave off cognitive decline?
Right. So again, these are my personal opinions. So of course, Lumosity has been doing a lot of work, and there's been a lot of talk about Lumosity. But I think the way we look at it is we put science first. We are an academic center.
Yeah.
We are part of UCSF, which is one of the world's best research institutions. So we have all the work we do have a gold standard scientific evidence in what we do. So if you're trying to do something, yes, we publish it, we get it, out there in the scientific journals, and that is when we kind of go out and try to build the product. So I think that is the kind of approach which we've been following, right from the top up, which is kind of different from other companies, I guess. I think, I'm not sure, but I think some of these companies faced lawsuits recently trying to falsely advertise that, these games can elevate your cognitive functions, where they didn't have that strong scientific backing to do that.
Right.
So I think that's where...
Are you hopeful that the science will lead us to the place where these sorts of activities...
Absolutely. That's where we're pushing. Video game training is something which we have shown back a few years back that, hey, yes, video game training does improve cognitive control and multitasking abilities in older adults. So that is science, and based on that is where we got all these other ideas. So we were able to create all these other interactive experiences with the same hope that, yes, we can train and develop different faculties of your brain by using the same approach.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Pleasure.
Tell us your name and what this is all about. It's very interesting stuff going on here.
My name is Leo Madrid. I'm a consciousness researcher, and this is the Azov Pyramid, which is a consciousness experiment. It's a proof of concept consciousness experiment where we are inducing meditative states and with the effect of recording data and exploring the nature of reality through the quantum tunneling phenomenon that is found in these lights. So these lights are actually small, independently operating quantum computers that have shown to be affected subtly by human consciousness. And so we've been doing research in this area for a number of years, and we go to these big events like this, art events, tech events, because there's a good chance of coherence happening in the room. And we've had a lot of success. So you can go to our website, peaceinc.me or thepeacemuseum.org, see previous dating, a lot of pictures. We're on Facebook,
Okay.
and a lot of cool stuff going on.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.